Hong Kong, vibrant, bustling, voices, moving bodies during the daytime, and equally as vibrant during the night. I want to focus on the queer nightlife scene, a nightlife scene we don't often talk about. To do that, I'll be joined by a queer professor himself who has been an active member of queer nightlife, as he takes us through what it looks and feels like to be a part of this environment. I will be centering his story as a gay man in Hong Kong, as I think it's critical to have these experiences come from the voices of the shadows of the night. Hong Kong's first gay bar was opened in the late 1950s, titled Waltzing Matilda. It was opened by an Australian couple who initially started it to just serve Australian food like fish and chips to the city, but over time it became a place where you could meet other men who liked men. The 2000s was Hong Kong's peak for colorful LGBTQ+ centered events, some like the Pride Parade and International Day Against Homophobia, Biphobia, and Transphobia marches. However, today, it's harder to find events like this, as there has been an increase in discrimination. That's why I want to center nightlife as a space for resistance and joy. Let's hear from Dr. Lozada as we see what it's like today.
Particularly the gay scene in Hong Kong is really divided among like local and international lines. So you have us who are more international or non-local. We usually stay here, okay? And also Pagay and also FLM. And then you have the more locals. Okay? They're actually the ones in Vibranium. Actually, the locals, they actually are into K-pop. So I was inside one. So there are moments, for example, where there's like a center stage in the middle of the bar, and at some points during the night, like people would stand up, and then dance to K-pop. In FLM, for example, FLM actually has 2 floors. So the one on the ground floor has where people dance, the dance area, and the upper floor is kind of like a restaurant. Basically, the darkness actually allows you to just get rid, just suspend your sense of propriety for a bit. Just loosen up. Listen to your favorite songs. Yell or shout at the drag queen. So I think the nightlife basically allows for that kind of temporary gathering. That kind of.
LGBTQ+ people had to find spaces within the margins of the society before clubs were allowed. 2 examples are, lesbians had cafes and gay men had saunas.
Basically, right? I mean, saunas came before Grindr, right? So it was an opportunity for gay men, to meet up, engage in safe, sex with consent, that kind of thing. And of course, anonymity, basically. Yeah, so I think the darkness provides, certain ability. The darkness provides some kind of safe cover, okay, for you to create different kind of persona for yourself. I did not go anywhere queer. I did not explore queer spaces that much. It's just that I eventually decided to go. Primarily because I actually broke up with that guy. Okay, with that guy who's closeted, and I sought some kind of comfort. I think visibility is important, but for me, I think nightlife really has a lot to do with being able to express yourself. Being able to and find a community. I think being free is also being able to choose your family. Some of them are just my hi hello people, but and it's fine. You get to choose your circles, your inner circles. But what is important is when we come together, we know why we are here. Also, the space actually matter. So what I like about Link, for example, and what my friends like about Link, for example, is that very dangerous stairs. So if things get a bit overwhelming for us, okay, I'm here, the music is too loud, or we just want to breathe fresh air, we step out with our drinks, and then we just hang out outside. I'm optimistic about spaces because even in the presence of a lot of censorship, queers will find a way.